Hi, my name is Larry Chung, and I'm the coach at Tigerway. And here I am with one of my former team members' moms, and her name is Cindy Ho. And so, Cindy, could you maybe introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Cindy Ho, as Larry said, and I am the mom of a current junior at Boston Latin School. And we wanted to look for a program uh, to help my son succeed in his SAT goals.
Awesome, awesome. So I met Ryan roughly about 6 to 9 months ago, and so he's been a great team member in my program, worked really hard. But let's talk about like how we actually came to meet. So how did you hear about me?
Yep, so my good friend actually had a daughter in the program before that. I think she was a senior or whatever. And her daughter had really good results from your program. So the mom kept raving about, Tigerway Prep. And when it came time for Ryan to actually choose a program, I immediately thought of my friend's daughter and how successful and happy she was with this program. And the description that my friend gave about the program, she made it sound like it was um, definitely a little bit different than all the other SAT preps that I had experienced and heard about. So I wanted to give it a try.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you made that decision. It was great to have Ryan on the team, and we'll talk about like, the outcome after. But you said that our program felt different from other programs. And so, like, could you maybe describe like what were your expectations before coming in? So before Ryan actually experienced it, what were you expecting?
Sure. So my experience with SAT prep courses, or what I know of them from my own experience from my high school days, was just sitting in a classroom with a teacher, falling asleep, not, you know, just the standard school learning. So when
Right.
my friend explained to me your program was a little bit more unique than that, I decided to do some research. I looked online, read Google reviews, and just started to learn more about the program. And also talking to my friend, I learned that, this program was much more than that. It was, thinking on your feet, how to attack the SAT in a different way than traditional SAT prep courses have, and really to keep the kids engaged, which again, in our current environment with COVID and being remote, it really was important for my son, as well as a lot of other students who are doing SAT prep, to be able to focus while at home trying to do SAT prep, among other things.
I see. I see. Great. So, so that's what really like hopefully with Ryan's time with us, did he feel that our program was able to help him beyond the SAT, for example, improving his self-confidence, his life skills, and maybe even his efficiency and study habits back at school?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think what you taught him was much more than just SAT prep. I mean, he actually enjoyed going to class twice a week, and he looked forward to it, especially during the time of the lockdown here in Boston, because he felt like he had something to look forward to be able to interact with other students, even though it's remote, but just being able to interact on an intellectual level, to learn from you and to get guidance from you outside of the SAT, just in terms of, colleges or you know, high school studies. So it definitely, I mean, you have grown into one of his mentors, I think, um, alongside being just there for SAT prep. So he gained a lot more than what I thought we sought out to do. So it was a great experience.
Perfect, perfect. So, that said, Ryan showed up every week, did the work, never complained, and he came in with an open mind, a great attitude, and he recently took his first SAT, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
And so, could you maybe tell us like what were you hoping to see from him, given that his PSAT was in the 1200s, I believe, right? So
Yeah.
could you maybe share with us what were you hoping to see and then what actually happened?
Yeah, I think overall, my goal was for him to feel more comfortable with the test, and to be able to think more on his feet, because he's always had an issue with time management. In terms of a goal, like a number goal, we kind of had one, but we didn't. But it was just to reach his full potential, while feeling comfortable with the test and test taking strategies. And I think you absolutely hit that on the mark. I mean, he went up to a 1450, which is phenomenal coming from a 1290, I think it was.
Yeah.
But overall, aside from just the number, he felt confident going into the test. He didn't feel anxious. He knew exactly what to expect because of all the different practice tests you guys give and just all the training that you give it during every session. It just prepared him so well for what to expect that there were no real surprises on test day.
Perfect, perfect. That's exactly like what we like to hear, that there are no surprises, that we've talked about every angle, every scenario, and we've dived into the application so deep that there really shouldn't be anything that, comes out of like, the blue for our prepared team members. That's great.
Yeah.
So Ryan did very well, and we know that he has some, ambitious goals, and, I wish him continued success into the future. If you could share with us, if you would like, describe our program in like 3 words, what would they be? 3 words.
Oh boy, that's a hard one. Challenging.
Challenging.
Yeah. I know it's not one word, but very useful.
Okay.
And I think, what else? Again, not one word. Worth your money, because it was just a great program.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So I guess our last question will be, our program is different from the marketplace, which means it's going to, for example, serve a certain type of team member, student better. So can you maybe share with us, like, what kind of person do you think this program is for? And what kind of, for example, person is this program not for? Because I want to be really objective, with people. My program is not for everybody. My program is going to be highly effective for a certain kind of person. And for another type of person, probably they should do something more traditional, right? So
Yes.
Can you maybe share with us your opinion? What do you think is the type of person that is a good fit for my program, and what is the type of person that is?
Yeah, I mean, from our experiences, I think the type of person that might be well fit is someone who really wants to succeed on the test, someone who has the commitment to go twice a week for, is it an hour and a half each time, and also to kind of interact with the team and get the most out of the program. I think there's the commitment level that really is important, because if you're not wanting to be there, and of course the homework is, I think it's not mandatory, but if you're really committed to the program, you're going to make it mandatory, right? It's only for your own good. So I would say someone who's just not into the SAT, doesn't want, needs to be forced to go to the class and doesn't want to contribute during the remote sessions, they're the ones who might have a little harder of a time in terms of succeeding in your program. You have to want to be there for it to really be of value, is my opinion.
Perfect, perfect. Yep. A lot of other of my team members and parents have said the same thing. So I'm glad you're echoing that kind of sentiment. So that's great. So, Cindy, once again, thank you for coming on this call with me. And I want to congratulate Ryan again for that transformation from the 1200s to the 1400s. And with that transformation, being equipped with stronger study habits, greater discipline, and greater confidence for the future. So, Cindy, thank you.
Thank you.